Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning, ready for a shave, and my head shave is over my shoulder there. I'm going to use the old barber pole in my injector for later. It's a throwback week. I've only got 3 of their products, so I'm going to use those on my head. But for the soap, I'm going to use the soft formula of the Crown King. It was the Tombstone Meetup soap. So it's prickly pear, cedar, spruce, and sage, called Rustler's Ridge. And it's got, as you can see, cocoa butter. And first, let me show you the consistency. You can see right here, this is meant to be an extremely soft soap, almost a cropish type deal. So you can see it really easily dense. I'll put up the ingredients right here for you to hopefully, if you want to pause and read some of that, so be it. But it's got, coconut oil, stearic acid, of course, water, cocoa butter, shea butter, cocoa seed butter, looks like castor seed oil, prickly pear oil, juice and pulp, rose water, and avocado oil. So there's a lot of, at least to me, what sounds like really nice products. But yeah, very, very soft. I'm going to use my Nathan Clark synthetic slimer. Top it off with Enye. Figured the cedar will work well together. And the ATTS1. For the head shave, I'm going to use my Brad Sear. This will be off camera, but Brad Sear Curly Mango. Originally I was going to use that for this, but decided to switch brushes. I don't know what that was yesterday. It's one of the reasons why I'm picking the razor I am today, because I wanted something nice and mild, because I don't know what happened in that little spot there. It has actually ended up being kind of puffy and red yesterday. So just one little area. The rest of my face looked totally normal. I don't know what to say about why that happened, but it did. And because I had test lathered the fat the day before, or the night before, and had no issue. I'm going to do a very quick load. You already see, being such a soft soap, it seems to have picked up plenty. Really excited to try the post-shave feel of this, as I talked about yesterday. Just looking at, the different butters and stuff like that it has in there, definitely intrigues me. Figuring it's got a wide variety of things, thinking it should have a good overall feel, but we shall see. See, it's lathering up really easy. So it's one of 2 formulas I've got to test out. This is their soft one, and then I've also got their hard formula, which I'll probably put tomorrow, just so I can compare the 2 back-to-back Colecho. But that's a much, much harder soap. I'm going to call this good for the first pass lather. Lathered up extremely easy. Took on some water as needed. As I always do, I'll check the slickness on the second pass. The cedar really stands out to me. It's funny, I have prickly pear cactus in my front yard. I've never cut one open to smell what it smells like. But I do know out here it's pretty common. People will actually take the prickly pear cactus, since it grows off in little sections. They'll take a section off, take off the barbs, and then they'll dice it up and put it in food and stuff like that. So technically I have a food source in my front yard that keeps growing. I've tried to kill it actually a few times. It doesn't work. So I think I might actually start incorporating it in my food. I just got to talk to my pastor. He's the one who informed me about the local tradition of using it that way. Get an idea, and might start throwing it in there with my steaks or different things like that. Oh, jeez. Don't mind me. Just trying to put soap in my eye. I do like how little of a load was needed for this. That'd be load time as well, because once again it was soft and I did indent it, so it did probably pick up pretty quickly in that middle section. But it did, I don't think you would need to load very long for this. So that should allow you to balance, do a balance between, like, some of the little bit harder soaps where you can load longer and you use less. With softer soaps, you have to be careful. The longer you load, the more you're going to use. And it goes quick. So, in theory, a soft crope like this, if you only have to swirl it a little bit, yeah, you're going to pick up enough product quickly, but you're not going to, it's not like you still need a 45-second load like you would on some of the harder soaps. So you can they kind of work on each other that way. Hope that makes sense. Kind of one of those trade-offs, I guess you could say. Skin is feeling really nice. I'll do a better check on the last pass. I'm sure Leonard will be doing a video. I know he used this yesterday. Or, he used it Sunday, if I remember correctly. But I'd imagine, with Leonard, he typically uses the soap a couple times, if I remember correctly, before he does any kind of on-camera type work with it. Which I respect that format, because it allows him to talk more about multiple experiences, where with me it's more of a, you get a first-time experience, and then you'll get follow-ups down the road. So they both formats I think kind of feed off each other. So hopefully he'll do one review of it, or his thoughts. I don't know what's going on. I could easily use this for my head shave. If I didn't have it already planned out, I would. Seems to be gliding pretty nice. No tugging, no irritation. Seems to be sliding pretty good. Honestly, ease of lather was very easy. The slickness is more than serviceable. Just going off of memory, I would say it's pretty much on par with their other stuff. I'd have to do a bust of side by side to tell for sure. Let's see where I'm at. I will say this, to have irritated skin like that and to be able to do a shave with it and not re-irritate it, because I don't feel anything here at all, that tells me that the soap definitely did its job protecting my face. And just get these good touch-ups. Been such a nice shave, I want to finish it off strong. It's all stuff that doesn't need to be done. But I can just tell it's one of those shaves that's going to be really, just the overall, the scent was extremely inviting. But overall, I just really enjoyed this shave. Not, you know, soap aside, which I know that's part of the shave. By that, I just mean it's just been one of those really relaxing type shaves where I just felt really good. Just, you know, the whole process, everything just felt like it really went well together. You can see plenty of lather in there. Probably could have gotten a shave and a half on the head. That was an extremely quick load. The post shave, I was going to use a balm today, but I want to get an idea for just its post shave by itself. And right now my skin feels really nice. Obviously it's still nice and hydrated from just the water and all that, but it's got a nice slickness to it. I would expect some really good post shave feel with a lot of those ingredients in there, a lot of the different oils and butters and stuff like that. But I'm going to go into my head shave. I'm not going to put on any aftershave yet. I want to see how it is. I may come back on camera and just kind of talk how it's still feeling 10 minutes later. So if I'm not back, God bless. If I'm back, I'll say it again later. Alright, I decided to come back real quick. I did just re-wet my face and my head again. Like most soaps, the longer, and I've done this before, I've shaved my face, not put anything on, and then done my head. You do start to get a little bit of a drying feeling after a while, but it was it still felt plenty hydrated, and it did a good job. I kind of expected a little bit better just because of all the ingredients, but at the same time, I think the real test will be how it handles up over time. And since I'm not usually one to compare what I just described right there, it's not a fair judgment. It's just kind of me talking off the, off of how I go. But to give you an idea, I just put the aftershave on here. That spot was still kind of a little tender, but I didn't feel it at all during the shave. So obviously the soap itself performed fantastic in that sense. It protected my skin from that irritated spot while I shaved. and it's very minimal of what I feel there. So to me, that's a plus. Between a nice razor combination, using a gentle brush, and then just having a good slick product, it kept that spot from being re-aggravated, which I was afraid of, because yesterday if I touched it a little bit, it got really aggravated. So that's what I got, everybody. I used the Crown King Rustler Ridge Tombstone Meetup Soap. The scent is really, really nice. Definitely kind of fits the mold of what I kind of like. Performance, as I've talked about already, was really good. Tomorrow I'll probably use the Halecho, but just to give you an idea, consistency compared to the other one, that's me pushing on it. You can see I can make dents, but I'm pushing pretty darn hard to make those dents. So two totally different formulas, and we'll see how they how that compares out. So that's all I got, everybody. I used a Barber Cad equivalent on my head, Enya aftershave, and just a great set of shaves. I'm very happy with today's turnout. So God bless everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow.